Eh bien bonjour à tous les amis, je suis PupUp, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour un nouvel épisode sur Vampire. Le dernier épisode, nous avons sauvé la personne ici, d'un vampire, et on va pouvoir reprendre maintenant la route vers le manoir d'Aloysius Dawson pour le transformer en vampire. Ou non. On verra si on a le choix ou pas. Allez, c'est parti. Va falloir entrer dans le manoir du coup maintenant. On a plus de 3000. Il est où ce manoir? Ok, je continue par là. On a plus de 3000 d'expérience, ce qui fait qu'on pourra faire évoluer notre ultime quand on ira dormir.
It's locked, all right.
Alors, par où je peux rentrer par contre? Alors là, ça a l'air d'être... c'est autre chose. Bon, il y a des pièces sur lesquelles on peut marcher. C'est pas trop grave, ça on va continuer de faire le tour. Faut que je trouve l'entrée de ce manoir. Enfin, de cette église plutôt, j'ai l'impression, mais... Ouais, c'est ce bâtiment-là. J'ai peut-être raté quelque chose. Ah, va falloir interroger... Pardon, j'ai mal lu. Va falloir interroger les citoyens de West End sur Alius Dawson. Je suis en train de chercher l'entrée, mais non.
May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Alors, j'ai pas toutes les infos qu'il me faut. On va parler ici aux deux personnes.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Ok, on continue d'avancer. On a quelqu'un juste à côté de lui.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
D'accord,
Baker.
pour l'instant on n'apprend pas grand chose. Alors, du coup on va parler à la personne qui est en bas là dans le truc où il y a les pierres qui bougent.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Ok, donc vous voyez que ça a des incidences quand même ce que je fais a priori dans le jeu.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Bon, on a appris un nouvel indice.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
Alors, je dois toujours interroger d'autres citoyens. Mais j'ai pas vu d'autres personnes autour. On va arriver à nouveau de l'autre côté, on va avoir les deux personnes assises sur le banc. Alors, à part s'il y a quelqu'un d'autre sur la place que je n'ai pas vu. Lui, c'est le commissaire.
Too many murders to investigate.
Ah.
villa. I cannot enter.
Alors pour l'instant je trouve pas par où je dois passer. Ni où est sans doute le dernier citoyen là que je dois interroger pour en apprendre plus. Alors, je suis un petit peu bloqué là, ça m'embête. Ah non, il n'y a que ces trois persos là.
What has happened to the London that I knew?
Ah, il y a quelqu'un ici, pardon, j'avais pas vu.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye, Carol.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Hop, on a aussi cette passage là.
Doctor...
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
Ok, c'est bon.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Alors, du coup, on va pouvoir sans doute entrer dans le manoir maintenant. Mais alors par où par contre Bon là on est en post-production, je vous accélère un petit peu toute cette partie parce que j'ai mis un petit peu de temps à trouver le chemin qu'il fallait prendre pour pouvoir rejoindre ce manoir. Donc voilà, je préférais vous accélérer un petit peu le temps plutôt que de vous laisser regarder 6 minutes à peu près pendant le temps où je fais que tourner autour de l'église pour chercher le manoir. Bon, le seul endroit où je suis pas allé, c'est là où il y avait les chasseurs, hein, donc on va aller par là et on va voir. Mais j'avoue que c'est la première fois où je suis un peu en galère pour trouver quelque chose. Parce que d'habitude j'ai les points d'accès, mais là je ne les ai pas. Alors, bon, eux ça va aller vite. Normalement, en tout cas, ça devrait aller vite. Ok, alors je vais faire un petit peu plus attention quand même, mais... Je vais regarder si je peux les contourner. Je vais essayer de passer par là pour remonter. Il y a plusieurs personnes, donc si je pouvais les faire un par un, ce serait plus simple qu'en groupe comme c'est actuellement. On va essayer ça. Ah ouais, alors par contre faut pas que je rate mes coups comme ça. Allez, du sang. Voilà pour lui déjà. Ah, il a bougé le révérend. Ah, c'est ouvert là. Ah, il n'y a plus que lui là. Il y a eu un tireur d'élite précédemment, on va se le faire vite fait. Voilà pour lui. Il ne reste plus que le révérend. Ça lui fait pas beaucoup de dégâts ça quand même, hein. Ah, ça fait perdre du sang ça. Voilà, j'ai à nouveau plus de sang. Allez, il va passer. Ah, je suis à sa limite, ok. Bon, voilà pour lui. Ok, on est passé. Ça a été un peu compliqué là ce passage, bizarrement. Alors, est-ce que c'est là le manoir? C'est possible, ça ressemble à un manoir ça quand même. On va aller voir. Ok, on est arrivé au manoir. Ça c'est une bonne chose déjà.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Je suis pas sûr. Il va falloir aller lui parler. Je commence par récupérer ce que je peux.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
I'm the only vampire in the room for now, so please indulge me.
All right, all right. What is it you wish to ask?
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Je suis pas sûr de vouloir le faire survivre lui, hein.
Let's move on then.
Please,
voir si j'ai
I'm
le choix.
cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Et c'est les pauvres qui paieront. Non, pardon, c'est pas ça.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last! All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Je vais l'étreindre.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Ok, ça a permis de récupérer pas mal d'expérience, ça. Il va falloir faire un rapport à Lord Redgrave. Traitement pour la fatigue, traitement pour l'anémie. Bon, c'est la première fois que je tue quelqu'un dans le jeu. Non, pardon, j'ai tué le tout premier pour voir ce que ça faisait. Il y a quelqu'un, un majordome peut-être? Ah non, Lord Redgrave, ok.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Alors, il va falloir protéger Pembroke. Ensuite. Je me suis peut-être mis Jean à deux. Je pensais que je pourrais après lui dire en mentant, justement, en disant qu'il n'a pas survécu, ce genre de choses. Bonjour.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness, and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Ok, bon, on va aller au refuge qu'on a découvert il y a pas longtemps pour prendre l'expérience. Du coup, on a eu un bonus de 3000 d'expérience avec le fait d'étreindre l'homme. Où est-ce qu'il est le refuge ? oui, il est un petit peu au-dessus, ok. Alors, on va accumuler l'expérience du coup. Et on va commencer par faire monter une fois l'ultime. Ça coûte 3000. Ensuite, je vais continuer de faire monter ma vie. L'endurance, ça va, je commence à en avoir assez. On va faire augmenter aussi un peu la lance. 3000 pour faire augmenter la lance. Bon, on va pas faire augmenter la lance du coup. Peut-être la charge, faire passer niveau 2 sur la charge. Si ça coûte 2000. Du coup, on va s'arrêter là pour ça. Aloysius Dawson assassiné, terrible nouvelle pour la ville de Londres. Ok. Il y a un événement majeur dans le quartier qui fait on est critique. De toute façon, tout est critique. Ok. Bon, puis bah écoutez, nous on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. La prochaine fois, retour à Pembroke pour essayer de régler tout ça. J'espère que cet épisode de Vampire vous aura plu. On se retrouve demain pour la suite de l'aventure. D'ici là, je vous souhaite à tous une bonne fin de journée et je vous dis à la prochaine.